Stand Firm for Jesus, a condensed blog from Dr. Tim Jennings. Part 3 of 6, Satan's Methods. Previously we have looked at the King of the North, the glorious land, and soon we are to look at the final movements where we are today, liberty at stake, God's methods. But now we are looking at Satan's methods. Satan cannot force any person to sin, side with him, or rebel against God. Thus, he must get each person to choose him, to believe his lies, to say yes to his methods, to embrace and practice his corrupt principles, and to reject the methods, principles, and laws of our God of love. This is how Satan embeds himself into the hearts and minds of people, and internalizes and reproduces his character within them. Satan inspires those who are aligned with the King of the South, political left, into identifying real errors, wrongs, lies, and abuses in those who align with the King of the North, political right, and vice versa. He then deceives both groups into seeking to fix the abuses, injustices, and errors they have identified in the other side, by changing the government, laws, judges, and politicians in order to force the other side to comply with their views, or punish them if they don't. The exact opposite of Jesus' method of removing the error from our own minds before seeking to remove errors from someone else's. See Matthew 7, verses 3-5. The problem is that both sides, North and South, are Satan's. They both practice the exact same methods of imposed law, coercive force, and selfishness that corrupts the characters of all those who join either side and practice their methods. Because both sides engage in real injustice and have areas of error and falsehood, these opposing groups create never-ending conflict, with the seductive false hope of improving society. But they always fail because the real battle is a spiritual one for hearts and minds. The only way to have a truly better society is by having God's law written into the hearts of the people. As it is written in Hebrews chapter 8 verse 10, "This is the healing plan I will renew with the house of Israel after that time, declares the Lord. I will recreate and cleanse them, and restore my law of love in their minds, and write my principles of benevolence on their hearts. I will be the God they love, admire, and adore, and they will be a people who reveal my true character." Satan's root deception is to trick people on both sides into believing that they can win their cause by practicing his methods, that justice can be achieved with the right laws and the right law enforcement. But to join either side, North or South, will ultimately cause one to leave the camp of God and become like Satan in character. The only way to have a truly better society is by having God's law written into the hearts of the people.